The courtroom was supposed to be calm. Another day of procedure, another sentencing on the books. But when the judge read out King Harris' sentence, everything flipped upside down. Witnesses say, T. I leaped to his feet, his face red with fury, his voice booming so loud the walls shook. You not talking, my son? Not today. He roared, pointing directly at the bench. In that moment, the King of the South wasn't just a rap legend, he was a father on fire, demanding freedom for his child. Chaos erupted instantly. Security scrambled, family members screamed, and King Harris himself broke down in tears, shouting at his dad to calm down. But the calm was gone. Emotions ran high. The courtroom divided, and fans outside the courthouse could hear the commotion from blocks away. Within minutes, clips of T.I.'s eruption were all over Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. Fans screaming, "This is history. I just declared war in the courtroom." But what really triggered Tip to lose control like that? Was it the length of King's sentence? Was it something whispered behind closed doors? Or was this the moment loyalty to family outweighed everything law, order, and even reputation? The courtroom was thick with silence, the kind that makes your skin crawl. King Harris sat at the defense table, his head lowered, lips pressed tight. Cameras weren't allowed, but insiders whispered that he looked more like a scared kid than the loud, confident figure fans had seen online. Behind him sat T.I. and Tiny, their faces tight, their eyes locked on the judge, and then came the words that shattered the room. King Harris, you are hereby sentenced. The judge's voice echoed, cold and final. Gasps spread across the benches. Family members clutched their chests. Tiny burst into tears, whispering, "Not my baby. Please, not my baby." But the loudest reaction came from T.I. The King of the South couldn't stay seated. He shot to his feet, pointing a trembling finger at the bench. You not talking, my son? Not today, not ever. His voice roared like thunder, filling every corner of the courtroom. Chaos erupted instantly. Bailiffs rushed toward him, but he shoved back, shouting, "This ain't justice. This is robbery." The judge slammed the gavel, demanding order, but nobody was listening anymore. Reporters scrambled for notes, pens flying across paper as if they couldn't keep up with the firestorm. King Harris turned, tears running down his face, screaming, "Dad, stop. Please." His voice cracked, breaking hearts across the room. Tiny sobbed uncontrollably, clutching her son's arm as if she could shield him from the law itself. Within minutes, whispers turned to shouts. Family members argued with bailiffs. Fans in the hallway screamed as word spread that T.I. had just exploded in front of the judge. Someone yelled, "Free King!" And the chant caught on, echoing through the courthouse like a protest. Social media didn't wait. Twitter lit up instantly. Breaking T.I. causes chaos in courtroom after King Harris sentencing. Clips of fans outside, screaming and chanting, flooded TikTok. Instagram reels spliced together blurry hallway footage with dramatic captions. Loyalty over law. Inside the courtroom, things only grew worse. Prosecutors shouted back, calling for order, demanding T.I. be removed. "Mr. Harris, sit down or be held in contempt." The judge barked, slamming the gavel so hard it cracked. But T.I. refused to back down. His voice shook with rage. "You want to lock him up? You've gone have to lock me up too." Bailiffs swarmed him, trying to hold him back, but the image of T.I. resisting. Fighting for his son spread like wildfire online. To fans, this wasn't just a courtroom outburst, it was a father's war cry. The King of the South laying it all on the line for his family by the end of the day. Hashtags dominated the internet. Hashtag Free King Harris, hashtag Tip erupted, and hashtag Courtroom Chaos. Twitter debates raged. Some praised T.I. for standing up for his son, calling him a real father. Others criticized him, saying his outburst could hurt King's case even more. But the biggest twist came from inside sources. A leaked report claimed T.I. shouted something that court mics didn't catch. "Y'all promised us different behind closed doors." Fans went wild, demanding answers. What deal had been promised? Did the Harris family believe King would walk free? Rumors flew. Some claimed prosecutors backed out of a deal at the last second. Others whispered that King's behavior online, his live rants, his flexing, pushed the judge to make an example out of him. Either way, the eruption wasn't just about the sentence. It was about betrayal, broken promises, and a father realizing the system wasn't on his side. And that's just the beginning. Because as chaos unfolded inside, the rap world outside was preparing to react loud, divided, and explosive. The courthouse doors had barely slammed shut when the streets caught fire. Fans with phones out live streamed the chaos, their voices shaking with disbelief. Brew T. I just went off on the judge. He said they broke a deal. This is bigger than rap. The clip went viral in seconds. TikTok edited Tip's fury over dramatic music with captions like a father's rage. Outside, Tiny was inconsolable. Clutching her son and screaming at reporters, "They set us up. They told us one thing and did another." Paparazzi cameras flashed as she collapsed into a chair, family members rushing to cover her face. The Harris family, once Atlanta royalty, was now unraveling in public view. And that's when the rap world weighed in. Boosie went live from his car, shaking his head. "Man, that's dirty. I told y'all the system doesn't care who you are." T.I. screaming like that? That's a pain. That's real father's pain. His comments flooded with Free King. Chants, fans praising him for speaking up, but not everyone agreed. 50 Cent posted a meme within the hour, a judge banging a gavel with the caption, "Order in the court." Not T.I. yelling again. The internet exploded, some laughing, others furious. How do you clown a man fighting for his son? Fans tweeted, sparking heated debates across Twitter. Then came the leaks. A mysterious document circulated online, allegedly showing plea negotiations between prosecutors and King's lawyers. The key line: recommendation for leniency if certain conditions are met. Fans lost it. Was this the deal T.I. claimed in court? Did prosecutors promise freedom only to snatch it away? Bloggers pounced. Say Cheese posted, "Insiders claim T.I. expected probation, not sentencing." Broken deals cause courtroom chaos. The post racked up millions of views. The comment section torn apart by arguments. Tip was lied to. V's nah, King's antics caught up with him. Meanwhile, rappers picked sides. Meek Mill tweeted, "They playin' with our youth in these courts. Salute T.I. for standing up." His words were reposted everywhere, fans praising him for solidarity. On the other side, Charleston White wasted no time clowning the entire family. King wanna act gangsta online. Now he's crying in court. And T.I. hollering like him at a concert. Y'all wanted a show? You got it. The clip went viral instantly, sparking furious backlash from fans. Inside sources whispered that the tension wasn't just between the family and the court, it was within the Harris family itself. One cousin allegedly shouted at T.I. outside the courthouse, "You made him like this." All that flexin', all that cloud chasing. Now look. The argument was caught on video, fueling even more speculation. Was the family blaming T.I. for King's downfall? Fans dissected every angle. TikTok detectives pulled up King's past live streams where he argued with people online, flashing jewelry, threatening to fight. "This ain't the judge's fault," one fan posted. King gave them ammo. Others defended him, saying he was just a kid caught up in the spotlight. Punished harsher because of who his father was. And then the betrayal rumors. A leaked audio clip surfaced late that night, allegedly of King on the phone from jail. His voice cracked as he said, "They told me I'd be good. Somebody lied to me. Somebody close sold me out." Fans froze. Who betrayed King? Was it a lawyer, a prosecutor, or someone in his circle? Theories swirled. One popular Twitter thread suggested a former friend had given prosecutors information in exchange for their own freedom. Screenshots of supposed text messages spread. One line reading, "I had to, bro. Better you than me." The betrayal narrative grew louder, fans screaming. Even King had a snake in his circle. Meanwhile, T.I.'s meltdown kept making headlines. News outlets painted him as out of control, but fans framed him as a hero. Instagram Reels spliced his courtroom eruption with old clips of him rapping about loyalty and family. Captions reading, "This ain't rap, this is real." But the biggest shock came from an alleged insider in the courtroom. They claimed T.I. shouted something else before being restrained. "If y'all air the tapes, the truth gon' come out." The internet went wild. What tapes? What is the truth? Fans demanded answers, flooding blogs with comments like "drop the footage." And then rumors spread that security cameras had captured every second of the meltdown, including whispered exchanges between T.I. and King. Supposedly, King told his father, "They promised me. Pop, they promised." That single line, if true, confirmed everything T.I. claimed about broken deals. By the end of the second day, the Harris family wasn't just fighting the court, they were fighting betrayal, broken promises, and the entire internet watching their collapse in real time. And just when fans thought it couldn't get worse, an anonymous Twitter account dropped a cryptic post. "Tomorrow, the footage drops. Y'all gonna see who really broke the deal?" The world froze. Fans camped out online, refreshing timelines, desperate for the leak. Because if the footage was real, it wouldn't just expose King's sentence, it would expose the system, the family, and the betrayal that pushed T over the edge by the third day. The Harris courtroom saga wasn't just news, it was the biggest show on earth. Reporters camped outside like it was a red carpet premiere. Fans live streamed from sidewalks, and hashtags dominated every corner of social media. Everyone was waiting on one thing: the footage, and then it dropped. A shaky, grainy video appeared online, allegedly from courtroom security cameras. The clip was only a minute long, but it sent shockwaves through the internet. It showed the exact moment King's sentencing was read. T.I. leaned toward his son, whispering, "Don't worry, we're good. They promised me." Seconds later, as the judge announced the harsher sentence, T.I. jumped up, screaming, shoving at Baloofs, his face twisted in rage. But the haunting part was King's reaction. His voice cracked as he yelled, "They lied. Pop, they lied." Fans couldn't believe it. The promise of a deal wasn't just a rumor anymore, was captured on camera. And King himself confirmed it in real time. The video spread like wildfire, racking up millions of views in hours. TikTok edits slowed it down, adding captions like "a father's fury," "a son's betrayal by the system." Twitter exploded with debates. The Harris family was set up versus nah. King brought this on himself. The rap world went nuclear. Meek Mill posted the clip with the caption, "This, all of us. Broken deals, broken families." Boosie went even harder, writing, "They lied to Tip. That boy was supposed to walk. I'm heated." Meanwhile, 50 Cent doubled down with another meme, this time showing T.I. with the caption, "Deal or no deal." Court edition. His trolling ignited another firestorm. Fans dragging him for disrespect. But the betrayal narrative deepened when another leak surfaced. This time, it was an alleged email exchange between prosecutors and King's legal team. the line that sent chills through fans. Sentencing recommendation may change depending on external factors. What external factors? Fans speculated it was King's online behavior, his Instagram rants, his constant flexing that painted him as reckless. Some even claimed another person close to the family sabotaged the deal behind the scenes. Rumors spread like wildfire. One blog claimed a former associate of T.I.'s had provided negative testimony, tilting the judge's decision. Another said someone in King's circle leaked incriminating footage from his phone. Fans latched on to the betrayal angle. Convinced the Harris empire wasn't just battling the courts, Sid was battling snakes within. The family war boiled over. Tiny reportedly confronted someone outside the courthouse, yelling, "You did this. You are the reason my baby is in chains." The confrontation, captured on a fan's shaky phone video, exploded across Instagram blogs. Who was she talking to? Some swore it was an old friend of King's. Others believed it was a family associate. Either way, the narrative was clear. Betrayal wasn't just in the courtroom, it was in their inner circle. Meanwhile, fans outside chanted louder than ever, "Free King." "Free King" echoed through the streets like a rally cry. Protest signs popped up, comparing the Harris case to other celebrity trials, painting King as a victim of celebrity punishment. Twitter threads argued endlessly. Was King targeted because of his last name? Or was the judge simply fed up with his antics? Then came the ultimate twist. A mysterious audio file surfaced online, allegedly from a private conversation between T.I. and King after sentencing. T.I.'s voice was firm, but trembling. "I told you, son, they don't play fair. They was waiting on you to mess up, and you gave them what they needed." King's voice broke as he replied, "I thought I was untouchable. Now look at me." The audio shattered fans. For some, it was heartbreaking honesty. For others, it was proof that the Harris empire had been warning King for years. And now, the system had swallowed him whole. The story consumed every platform. TikTok detectives built timelines of King's social media posts, linking them to court leaks. YouTube channels ran hour-long breakdowns dissecting every sentence from the leaked footage. Instagram lives with rappers turned into heated debates about loyalty, family, and survival. And then, just when the chaos felt like it couldn't get worse, cryptic post appeared on a burner. Twitter account with ties to courthouse insiders. The next sentencing ain't King's. Another Harris is on the list. The internet froze. Who else was another family member tied into the case? Was this about T.I. himself after his eruption in court? Or was someone in their circle about to be dragged down next? The cliffhanger was unbearable. Fans flooded blogs with comments. They trying to destroy the whole Harris family. Others whispered, "This is bigger than rap. This is war with the system." And through it all, one image dominated timelines. T.I. standing in the courtroom, veins bulging, eyes blazing, screaming at the top of his lungs as the judge's gavel cracked like thunder. A father turned warrior, a family in ruins. A rap empire under siege, because if the leaks were true, King's sentence was just the beginning. What we just witnessed wasn't a courtroom hearing, it was a family war. A rap legacy put on trial, and a father pushed past his breaking point. I didn't just argue, he exploded. He screamed, he fought, he stood against a system he swore lied to him and his son. Tiny collapsed in tears, King cried out in disbelief. And the streets outside turned into a battlefield of chants and protests. Loyalty was tested, promises were broken, and betrayal whether from the system. The circle, or both, hung heavy in the air. But the questions remain. Did prosecutors really break a secret deal? Was King's online persona the nail in his coffin? And who was Tiny pointing at when she shouted, "You did this"? Outside the courthouse, Even more chilling, what did that cryptic insider post mean when it said, "Another Harris is on the list"? Could this saga pull in more family members, or even T.I. himself? Fans are split, the industry divided, and the truth feels buried under layers of chaos. Now, it's your turn to weigh in. Do you think King was targeted because of his family name? Or did he dig his own grave with his actions? Was T.I. standing up for his son or making things worse? Drop your theory in the comments right now, because this isn't just a story, it's history in motion. And your voice is part of it. And don't wait, hit that like button. Smash subscribe and turn on all notifications. Because the next leak, the next video, the next bombshell could drop at any second. And when it does, you don't want to be left behind while the world is already dissecting it. Stay tuned, stay loud, and remember, this storm has only just begun.